What's up, guys? Welcome back to Project Grrmaro. Today we're here at KINGPIN Car and Marine Audio. We've got Chris with us, and we're super excited because we got some awesome product from my sponsor, Heatshield Products. This time a little bit different than normal because we're usually wrapping headers, fuel cells, keeping heat out of the race car, but today they've got some amazing products for actually helping our audio system.
Yep. So it's going to help sound-wise as well as some heat. The DB Armor is a really neat product. It's the material that we have here. It's kind of neat. It's a self-adhesive product, so you peel the back. It sticks as long as you've got a clean surface to roll with. It's a butyl rubber with an aluminum substrate. What it's going to do is it's going to help reduce a lot of the resonance in the vehicle. It's going to keep the sound down. There's going to be an exhaust in here. It's going to make some noise. So you know, we've got some things that we're fighting. So we're going to be able to do that. We've also got some other neat material from them, the DB gasket. This is a laser cut speaker adapter. So these are the Sony speakers are going to be mounted to these. What we're going to do is we're going to use the DB gasket to, again, eliminate resonation, vibration, keep as much of the sound coming into the listening compartment rather than the door. So those are going to be some neat products. The other thing we're going to do with the armor, we probably won't get to that today, but we've got to pull the seats out, pull the carpet out, and the armor is going to go in underneath,
right?
Which is going to be neat. And then you got the stealth shield. That's the neat stuff. Stealth shield is like a quilt.
Yeah.
And it's a thermally insulating quilt. It's going to keep the heat from the exhaust and the mufflers from rising up into the passenger compartment. So it's going to keep you more comfortable inside as well. That's
always good. Yeah, Heatshield also, it's really cool because they are concentrated on performance as well as aesthetics and usability. So if you look on their website, they do everything they can to make everything as light as possible. I know that Brett's really worried about adding weight to our street car, but I have a race car and I don't mind too much, and I'm really excited to get a system in this car. I haven't had a system in a car in a long time, especially one at this caliber. So let's go ahead and get started and check out some of this DB armor. Cool.
What I'll do is I'll go ahead and throw on the first piece. I'll show you exactly how it works, and I'll cut some other pieces for you. Jump on there. The other thing that we are going to do probably tomorrow after we finish the armor and the doors, we also have the DB Defender. The DB Defender is also another neat product that the guys have. It's more of a plastic. It's a vinyl that replaces the vapor barrier that was in there. So we've removed the vapor barrier entirely.
Right.
It rattles, it falls. It was half falling off when we got in there. And we'll actually see some of the sound treatment that's in the vehicle from the factory is already falling off. But what we'll do tomorrow, and I'll get some video of that for you as well, is when we put on the DB Defender, that's actually a heat moldable product that will seal off the door entirely. So that's going to be kind of neat. So,
awesome.
All right, let's roll. Let's get some stuff put on there.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Got the tools that we need. So what we've got is we've got your beautiful 2011 Camaro door with a whole lot of nothing in it. We've pulled the door panel off already. And what we can see in here is a similar type of product to what the guys at Heatshield Products have. It's nowhere near as thick. It's nowhere near as durable. And as we can tell, it doesn't stick anywhere near as well. It's already peeling off. So the other door, it's half pulled off already. We could pull it off, we could heat it up and pull it off and start from scratch, but there's really not a whole reason to. We're going to let it go, we're going to go right over top of it. The adhesive on this is going to make sure that this seals down. So what I would love to do is just kind of cut out the entire inside of the door and have one big piece and slap it on there, but can't do that.
A little hard to do.
It's a lot of work.
Yep.
So what we have to do is smaller sheets. So cut this down to about 8 inches. This is the roller, this is what's going to put it on. So we'll go ahead and pull it off here real quick. Yep. And what I want to do is I want to get it up as high in the door as I possibly can because we want to do a full layer throughout the door. Okay. So I'm going to slide it in, get it tucked as high as possible, then start tacking it into place at the top, bringing out this way, then using the rubber roller, we're going to be able to make sure that that adhesive stays constant. So awesome. Go ahead and get this guy put in here. And what we're going to find, and I found it, is the door handle. So that's going to be basically the extent of the height. It's a very well put together piece of the car, a bunch of welded pieces, so it eliminates vibration to start with. So we'll go ahead and get that first piece in there. Oh, yeah. That's pretty straightforward. We've got some wrinkles. You might see what looks like a little bit of bubbles. So with the rubber roller, we're able to go over top of it and ensure that we've got great coverage and great adhesion.
Awesome. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, it's really not that difficult. Years and years ago, we used to have to heat it up with a blowtorch or a heat gun. It was an asphalt-based material. It smelled to high heaven. Literally like you were building a brand new road. It was absolutely terrible.
Wow.
And when it got 110 degrees outside, it's 140, 150 degrees inside the door. The stuff would melt and fall off and get on your windows. So the new butyl material, the adhesive on this is just absolutely phenomenal. I can't, at this point, I would have to, I got it a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely not coming off. So that's number one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece very similar in size and give you the opportunity to throw that on there. So I will hand the roller to you.
Cool, awesome.
Let me get another piece cut.
Give it a shot.
And what the guys at Heat Shield have done, which is a little bit different than a lot of the other material manufacturers, is they've doubled up the thickness of the aluminum, which has made it a super, super durable piece. You know, everybody else's material is going to flex right there. So the extra aluminum in there acts as a constrained layer dampening material. What it does is it actually blocks the sound from coming through physically. Okay. So that's a neat deal there. So
we're actually protecting it from road noise.
From road noise?
Okay.
Initially, from vibration, because when that speaker's in the door playing music, it's going to be moving air in and out, and it's going to cause that door to vibrate like a drum.
Right. Okay.
The speaker is designed to do all the work, and it doesn't need the door to try to help. So we're gonna do that as well. So we're gonna keep road noise out. We're gonna put the speaker in a better environment in which to play music. So it's gonna be much more accurate. Grab that.
Thank you.
Yep.
So do you want me to go over the OEM one?
Yeah.
Too?
So you can go over the OEM stuff. What I would do is try to keep it as close to that as possible. What you may find is that based on the strut rail in the door. You may have to do it a little bit of at an angle, but get it as far in as possible, as flat as possible, and then we will roll from there. Yeah, it looks like you got it in further because you didn't have the door handle to deal with.
I think that's about.
Yep. Yeah, and as long as it's not, bubbling up, you're going to be in good shape. And in a lot of the new cars, we can even do it without the roller. This has a little bit of life to it. But making sure that there's no bubbles in there makes it, one of the, becomes a part of the door itself. Yeah, it eliminates a lot of the rattles and vibrations.
Yeah, if you have the bubbles too,
can't the heat cause that to not adhere as well?
It could, it could build up in there. You could get moisture in there as well that gets trapped, and last thing you want is a car to rust out. But we're in Vegas; it never rains except for
today.
Today, right? So,
cool.
Yeah, that should be pretty solid in there. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. What we'll do, I'll grab another piece and we'll try to slide it up as high as we can. That's going to be a piece that'll go, you probably won't be able to see it, but you can definitely tell. So let me grab you another piece.
Cool.
Go ahead and grab that. It's amazing what this material can do to a car. When we talk about putting it in different vehicles, we make the comment that it'll turn a Honda into an Acura, turns a Chevrolet into a Cadillac, it'll turn a Nissan into an Infiniti.
Right.
Those vehicles have more of the sound deadening in there. They're more luxurious.
Yeah, it's funny because when I was looking at the product on the website, I didn't understand why it was talking about canceling out noise, but that's because I don't come from this world,
Right.
And it took me a while to be like, okay, wait, I guess they're talking about the road noise, and it's funny because to you guys it's probably well, yeah, you don't want all that,
Do you want me to go right over this one?
So if we
it's got about 3 inches on top of it.
Yeah, if there's a little bit of overlap for right there, that should be fine. I made it a little bit thinner that time, so that should be in good shape. Yeah, I recently bought a 2018 Honda CR-V for my wife to drive.
Yeah.
And I picked it up at the dealership, and I was going to deliver it to her, and I realized how chintzy the doors felt. It was, you heard.
Like when you shut it and stuff like that?
Absolutely. It felt like the truck was about to fall apart. This is a brand new $20,000+ vehicle.
Right.
It felt like it was going to fall apart. Before I brought it to her, I brought it to the shop. I pulled the doors apart. I did sound deadening, put it all back together. Didn't replace a speaker, didn't add an amplifier or a subwoofer.
Right.
But it made the vehicle far more solid, far more substantial. You know, when you shut the door, you feel it clump.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it definitely makes a difference. So yeah, the material is great. I'm really impressed with what they've done. The adhesive, you could almost just use the palm of your hand to get
Yeah,
it
it
stuck.
seems
You know,
like it, yeah.
it's not coming off at all.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
let me grab a couple more pieces for you. Okay, go ahead and tap on it, and what we'll do is have you jump over there.
You can barely even hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
You can hear it a little bit more up front.
Yeah.
I need hearing protection.
Oh yeah, it's a huge. You can feel it. You can feel the vibration in the panel, just from when I'm tapping it. That's pretty awesome.
So maybe we'll put a Cadillac logo on it now.
Yeah. Right. Maybe GM, something like that.
There you go.
Very cool. Well, awesome. Well, thanks, Chris. I
Good
appreciate
deal.
you kind of showing me how this works
Absolutely.
and just tackling it with us. But guys, stay tuned for the next episode. I know Chris has a lot of work to do.
Yes, indeed.
When I can help, I'll come in and help. But I also kind of look forward to getting surprised at what they do here at Kingpin. Be sure to check them out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We don't have a whole lot.
Yeah, Twitter's-
Facebook, YouTube.
Cool.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, and if you guys are more in depth into their industry, they hold classes online and stuff like that too.
Yep.
So be sure to check them out. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel by clicking right up over here. If you want to check out the latest episode previous to this one, give it a click right up over here. And if you're just looking for more awesome content from Grr Racing, just give it a click right down there, and we'll see you next Monday.